Hello everyone, another day, another stream. This time it's not gonna be 12 hours, just 80-minute race and 10 minutes of quali, of course. Yeah, Valkyrie. I drove this exact situation, Silverstone, last time in Tatum Championship, and I decided to use the Joker 1 times per season in Tatum. We can change the car, so I went to Ferrari and went a second quicker. In VMS there is no Joker. You can change, but all the points that you have scored so far are gone. So here we are with the Valkyrie. The car is... it's actually nice to drive, but it's not it, you know. So let's see. I think it's 8 to 9 tenths of pace of the Ferrari and the Caddy. Maybe Caddy is a bit slower than Ferrari, but let's see. Do we have bags under the eyes? I mean, it's been a lot of looking into the monitor, a lot of driving in the past 2 days. So, but the show must go on. The racing doesn't stop. If there is a race of the league that I have signed up for, I'm gonna race, of course. Anyway, the Valkyrie setup has been kind of ready, so I just had to do 2 or 3 more clicks, find a 10th or 2, and yeah, well, 2 minutes till we drive out. Now, Pierre, it's like, I really feel like that. It's, I mean, I have had enough sleep, let's say, but, you know, you don't just get away with doing 2 12-hour races in 2 days with live streams and then just keep racing without any actual, like, just rest through the day as well. Well, tomorrow is whole day of rest for me, so I have earned that before back to stream on Tuesday. 1 minute. Well, let me see the... I think it's loaded, right? One double check on something. Yeah, I don't know what to do with the tires and with duct blanking here at Silverstone, because we have got 23 track temp, 21 air temp. It's cold. It's much colder than it was when we drove the Ferrari. Thank you, Topo. Rosie, yes. I mean, win against cars that are over half a second per lap quicker. It's a bit of a challenge, you know. But anyway, I think I'm ready. I think all is fine. I think we click start driving. In 5 seconds we can go to the fast lane. 3, 2, 1, and we are going to the fast lane, and we are getting traffic, massive traffic as well. Okay, should be 6 laps of quali. It was in Tatum Championship, easy 6 attempts, even with waiting for others to create a gap, so yeah. Ooh. I think Bob-wise, Ferrari quickest, Caddy close behind. Then Peugeot is quick as well, I think, but slightly slower. Toyota is good. And then I think a bit of a struggle between Alpines and the Valkyries in the midfield and BMW. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Carosi, yeah, that last time I took the Ferrari, it was just Ferrari fest. It was top 6 were just Ferraris. I took hard on the front left, or even both left side tires. And the winner was Dario Jemulo, who is here with us in the server today as well. He's with Ferrari again. And he was just full medium. It was a 60-minute race though, and much hotter conditions. Today I don't think there is any fear of anybody using cards, but well, 80-minute race, maybe some people do some strategy. Give me the temperatures. It's Mr. Maynard behind. Our good friend from the end of yesterday's 12-hour Le Mans race. What a finish we had yesterday. I invoked a lot of French and Italian anger for some reason, I don't know why. There were no Italians really involved much on track, but still people weren't too happy. Yeah, where are you getting the grip, man? Look at that. Fuck. Okay, man, just go through if you want. I just want to warm up the tires. There is a queue anyway ahead, so I don't get it. It's Michi going through, or who's that? It was Sven. People acting as if this is gonna be the hot lap now. Well, the Valkyrie is usually one of the kind of coldest on the tires, so I guess it makes sense that the warm-up is slower for it. Still cannot feel anything in FFB. The grip is slowly being loaded, so yeah. Pole position with Ferrari at the Tatum race was 41.9. I did 42.1. Best lap I managed with Valkyrie is 42.8. Lexus LMH. I mean, if it was quick as Lexus, that would be nice. Just need to watch out if people behind are or on the hot laps already, but I don't think they have the temperatures. Let's see if he headlights me. He does, so then I let him through, otherwise I guess... Yeah, he's still weaving, so all good. Well, time to send it. Let's go. Triple stint 4 times. Yeah, that's great, I think. In the night, the tires were awesome. Even, like, we had the Peugeot, which is kind of cold on the rears, but slightly hot on the fronts. And it's a track limit. Nice. I mean, it wouldn't be the fastest lap anyway. But yeah, the triple stinting was very powerful. Spun behind. A bit more weaving then. Don't think I closed the ducts enough. Alright then, focus. Get the lap time in. If I had anything on the front, that would be beautiful. Dear Apex, why do you hate me? Not a good lap, but one more try. Oh, yeah. Okay, I mean, I'm pretty happy with this lap. It's 2/10 off my PB that was done in much more ideal conditions. P11, well, that's it for Valkyrie. Yeah. Half a tenth and it would be... where? Let's see. Let's see. So tight gap still P8. Yeah, P8 would be possible. P7 with a really good lap around Sven. Other than that, it's just impossible. Peugeot is so quick. Okay. Peugeot, Ferrari. Interesting. Thought Ferrari would be quicker, but actually Peugeot is quicker than Ferrari here? Okay. Or maybe Yemul and Isaac just messed up a bit. Because this is quite cold conditions, so it takes a long time for the pace to emerge. I mean, only 2 Ferraris, right? Okay, let's get the race setup on. New tires. Actually, just one quick check on something. I mean, there is nothing much we can do about it anyway. Made the racing out guide. Thank you. Like, the Valkyrie is really a good car. It's nice to drive, but it's just lacking something. Like, just that front response in high speed. You can kind of offset it with the suspension tweaks, but front wing just doesn't work. Like, the clicks of front wing just... I tried to explain it yesterday in the stream about Valkyrie front wing, but it's just confusing. Super confusing. Alright. Race gonna get colder and colder. Okay. Yeah, Doc, like the wingless Peugeot is interesting. Of course, it lacks the downforce a bit on some tracks. So like on high downforce tracks, the winged Peugeot is better, but on some other, the wingless is really decent. So, what do we have? Fabio behind with the caddy. Couple of Porsches behind. Michi with no practice. Back to front challenge. Sven did amazing job with the Alpine. I mean, Alpine is alright at Silverstone, I suppose. On high wings, it's been decent. Now I have the BMWs and the caddies that have great acceleration. And if I want to move somewhere, I'll have to pass them. I don't know. Maybe I should have just gone for the full reset, change the car, forfeit all my championship points. And nah. We have only one round to go before the end of March when we expect the big Bob anyway. So at Spa, the Valkyrie is alright. And then maybe Bob comes and then maybe I have a great car. Track temp 27. It heated up. Okay. Ooh, Porsches with hearts on the left. Interesting. Yeah, I know that it's popular to have like a hide the setup screen. Like I don't know what exactly to do. Like I like to load the setup when you see that I load the Go setup. Well, at this point I'm doing the Go setup, so I'm loading the setup that I'm gonna upload later. And it's gonna be available tomorrow maybe. But then at the same time I'm leaking a bit of some clicks. I don't know. Hello Herman. Hi Pedro. Yeah, Pedro, I saw your message, but like the time today was just so crazy limited that I just could not respond. But oh, okay. Basically, GT3s don't export the values. In hypercars you can see the values, in GT3s you cannot because the sensors are hidden. Anyway. Oh. Gonna start soon. There we go. Let's have a nice one. Who was that launch? Grigoletto. Crazy. Ah, here comes big dive. I had no grip, no acceleration. There is... ooh. I guess he stopped off track. What a move! I think I had a big lockup. .93 front right. I have a bit of a hand massage. Worth it. Hiemulo went off. Ooh. Well, that means that we will have a Ferrari on our rear quite soon. Alita with hard. Rear left hard, wow, interesting. Now how to overtake will be more and more difficult. A Ferrari already in the back of the train. yeah, we need to wait for traffic for anything to happen. Well, Michi, I don't think he practiced at all. I'm not sure. Maybe he did a bit. Oh, Ferrari behind. There we go. Up it. Where speed? Think no damage, all good. Not looking too good, right? Well, I'm not clickbaiting you with the YouTube title of the stream. I'm getting absolutely eaten alive. But I mean, I told you, Ferrari is 8-9 tenths quicker per lap, so it's the situation that we have to deal with for today. Problem is the Peugeots are quicker as well, at the same rate. And the Caddies are quicker. And the Toyotas are quicker. Yeah, anyway. Just need to do what we can. Our advantage is that the tire wear or like the tire deck will be lower on the Valkyrie.
Failure to lock brakes, maybe. Unsafe rejoin for me, maybe. Oh my. Itchy! Ooh. Back into P11. 3 laps and the Ferrari is back with us, probably. Ay, ay, ay. Probably should have gone left when they both spun, but they were literally just blocking the track, so I didn't know what they're gonna do. If I knew he was gonna be rolling off track, I would go for the middle. But one cannot do any assumptions. Ay, ay, ay. Wait, Yemolo survived? I didn't even realize. Who did spin then? Thought Yemolo was spun. It was two caddies. I thought it was a Ferrari. Okay. Here come the traffic. Classic Silverstone. I should have switched to inside, maybe. So many possible opportunities, but none worked. It's the worst when they look like they're gonna give space, but then you realize they are gonna just cut across into apex. Miscommunication. But we avoided. "18 seconds to the lead already." Ay, ay, ay. At least the championship standings will be interesting. Shuffled around, so I'm not losing much. The balance is really good again. Like setup is nice. I think I gained at least like half a second or 6/10, maybe 7/10 compared to the default setup. And I made it rotate more and be more stable at the same time. But yeah, no pace. Hi Tom. Oh yeah, it opens like WEC opens at Qatar, right? Like, is it gonna happen? I didn't read any news, but it surely cannot happen now. They should just go to Suzuka. Michelle, I think I do Spa with the Valkyrie. It's not gonna be that bad there. It might rain, you know. And then we get the bop. So suddenly it might be all good. I was contemplating different things, but you know, maybe I want to change the car after the bob comes. Let's see. And then again, if you change car in VMS, you are on 0 points, which is quite a risk. The car is shit. At Silverstone it's bad. Balance-wise it's good, just pace. It doesn't have any pace. So in VMS you lose the points, yes. In Tatum Championship I have already changed the car because we have a changed joker. Oh, who is that? Freebie! Oh, 2 freebies. Well, We touched with Maynard yesterday already, but sorry, that was unsafe rejoin. If you impede people coming through the track, when you rejoin the track like this is a straightforward penalty, I think, but we will read the rulebook. Basically because he could choose whatever line he wanted to rejoin. But he chose, of course, to block me. I mean, of course, obviously. We are racing here, we try to do best. And he has the Peugeot anyway, so he has 8/10 on me. But well, into P10. Keep it up. Slow after tire update, it depends on which track. For Le Mans, you saw that many different cars worked well. Ferrari, wingless Peugeot, BMW, what was the other one? Cadillac. Cadillac seemed to have the best raw pace. I think at Monza, Valkyrie is probably top 2, top 3 maybe. Ferrari, Caddy and Valkyrie. Yeah, all the LMHs are good. Oh, yeah, only my one without hybrid. Come on, Darren. Yeah, the Valkyrie is really nice to drive anyway, but it has that problem of very little front grip in high speed and of huge lockups. Like it's a very a micro lockup costs a lot in Valkyrie. I think Cadillac and Ferrari are relatively difficult to drive. I think the Peugeots are kind of nice to drive. I'm good on brakes as well with lockups. And of LMDHs, I don't really know. I think Porsche might be nice, but tends to have sometimes issues in high speed. But you saw Porsche having no pace today. If you like Porsche GT3, then Ferrari Hypercar is a good pick. It drives similarly. Funny choice of tire compounds for P9 and P8. What a bizarre situation. The Falcon Alpines behind, and me in the Valkyrie joining the Van Val class. Come on, turn. Second batch of GT3s. Lap 15. Come on, traffic, I need luck. A first gear is tricky in hypercars, I agree. But Valkyrie kind of need it. Alex. Oi! It's never the safest option to brake into GT3's path. But you see in first gear, basically all the time TC is activated. But I think second is too long on the Valkyrie. On Ferrari though, I think it's second gear only, first is too short. I think I gate a bit to P8. Checking the fuel. Would be nice to get into 23s. Our temps barely into 80s. I mean, Valkyrie always kind of wakes up a bit when fuel comes down. Any other tips for new tire models struggle hard? The pink unicorn, of course. Of course, I remember. Tips: less input, much less steering input. Don't lock up. And I think rotate more on the entry than on the exit. The front grip, especially in high speed, is barely existent. And it's very easy to overheat the surface of the tire. So you gain a lot by being precise and smooth. What do we do about strategy? Let's see when we catch the next batch of GT3s. Track map gives me understeer. Oh no. Rigoletto's struggling a bit, maybe. Who was that? That's a hypercar. Gillison? Ferrari! What is going on? Ferrari's dying. Wonder if that was like just a huge Ferrari snap. Because it can be kind of a difficult car on the entry if you make it over-rotate. Or if it was a battle. Stop locking up, come on. I mean, at this rate we're gonna score some points, you know? Mamma mia indeed. P9. I mean, that's quite a question, Corrosi. Better recognition. I'm being mean. Now I wonder, as we're gonna catch the pack of GT3s again, if somebody will bite and box. Oh yeah, Peugeots. What do we do? Reverse of others. Makes sense. Could have boxed maybe. Okay, let's see. I think we're gonna get lucky. And it's gonna be a good call to extend by a lap. It was a terrible pit entry. Ooh. Yeah, Valk should be fastest when the load is low, yes. But it's slow even when the load is low. And it hates a standing launch. Uh-oh. Rip. Oh! That's a potential penalty for Leitao. Wonder if Michi changed tires on one side. I should have underfueled a bit and jumped them, but you know, nobody knows about the gaps exactly. Ah, you mean Valky's? Yeah, of course. If you remove the fuel from the car, then car tends to get faster, right? if that's the dilemma. Something is gonna happen ahead, probably. Yeah, about hybrid or no hybrid. Yeah, I mean, you can have a battery on the hybrid and carry 20 kilograms less of fuel. Or you can have just 20 kilograms more of fuel and a lot of ballast to put wherever you want. But yeah, minimum weight indeed. The Valkyrie just should tend to be better balanced. And it has air conditioning, right? I've read about the AC somewhere. Let him through, wow. How did they squeeze through? But yeah, I mean, I have much better line, but I just cannot get the power down. I don't know. And if I lower TC, I'm gonna wheel spin. Dear, oh dear. Now I'm stuck, right? But the next few cars will be lucky for me. Surely, must be. Kind of lucky. Need a bit of glucose potentially. Ah, Sven jumped. That means that should have stayed out. Got worse traffic this way. Come on, where is the next straight? What's going on with the traffic? It's always so lucky. I get every apex free, but today they're all unlucky for me. What a coincidence. That was the worst pack sweet jelly I ever had. Impossible to get out. So basically I lost 2 positions in the pit stop. Ah, one position. And keep in mind, Leitao might have a penalty for the contact with GT3. Apex is optional. I mean, it's a P10, better than expected for now. Let's see what more we can do. But yeah, I mean, relatively speaking, I should have better and better pace compared to the two ahead of me. P7, impossible. The Peugeot is over half a second quicker per lap. A little bit extra of fuel management. Okay, this batch of GT3s will now be lucky, right? This one has to be. Or maybe not. Yellow. Let it be a freebie. Where is the car? It's a freebie. Who was it? I didn't see. P9. Arda. Oh dear. Dario is somehow leading the race. What on earth? Why is Dario leading the race? Where are the Peugeots? Okay, these cars now will be lucky. Let's see, 2.5 to Sven. Oi, what? What? Sorry. Was that in my head? My apologies for the shouting. Suddenly he just turned right completely, but I think I was just fully blinded. So my apologies to Barrier for the scare. What was that? Like, I really thought it was already the right corner, but either way. Traffic was not lucky. Lost further second to Sven, and I'm still stuck. Would you believe it? Oh my. 4 seconds gone. Come on! 8 more GT3s. Come on. Give me the luck. 4 seconds to Gelhood before the traffic. I didn't have a choice. Well, I'm making my own luck a little bit, but it's still no gain to Sven. Unbelievable. If it was safe, I would be 5.5 behind. I'm getting absolutely destroyed. Zero clickbait. Ooh, Leiden. Oh yeah. What did he do? Did I scare him off? .7 to Sven. Pure bad luck with traffic, nothing else. I missed 2-3 apexes. Lost maybe half a second due to that. In case Sven absolutely nailed everything. Everything else, traffic. But let's keep counting. Maybe it's gonna go back down to 1.5 gap with the next batch. Oi! Well, we know about lockups into that corner. We've seen a Ferrari go into the wall. No, the Toyota. Toyota went into the wall and Fabio drove it in Tatum Championship. It almost went to the wall when I drove it in Hypercar Fixed. Valkyrie seems to just lock up the front. Okay, 7/10, that was my fault for the loss. That's gonna be my first track limit. Such a nice car in low speed around the apex. If only it didn't have to brake and accelerate. Can't do it. The smallest of lockups. And it just completely removes the grip. Well, wear is kicking in. Need to be more careful. Well, that's our orange one. 1 point maybe? 1.5. Okay. Copy. No more cuts. They did say they increased the harshness of the cuts if you go more wide than just a little bit. Again, like just the smallest squeal on the front right and apex is just meters away. And that's the Valkyrie driving. With most other cars, you can get away with some squealing. Track limit is random, and it changes, and it's bugged, but they have all kinds of reports on it, and I think they're gonna be fixing or improving it at least. Hopefully with every update, or I mean, ideally they fully fix it next update, and then we never have to cry about it again. Yemulo gone from the lead? Is that possible? Maybe second gear would actually work there. I'm afraid to try it. I'm already understeering too much on the entry. Club corner, wait, which one was that? It's the final chicane, right? Before, come on, turn. The chicane before the end of like F1 layout. That one is scary, yes. Well, not just one, all three apexes are scary. One with track limits, two with the anti-cuts. Well, with the Valkyrie, honestly, it's not bad. You can hit the first anti-cut a little bit. With some other cars, you cannot really. I just have no front left remaining. Not that I ever had it. Well, maybe that second gear is nice. Short shift. Well, next batch of traffic coming up. Time to reverse the luck. Time to go back within 1.5 seconds of Sven. Yellow. Okay. Copy. Why was that a yellow? I was not off track. Or was I? Yeah, Vandal, it became a bit slower, I think. Overall. It had a couple of tracks where it was really best, or one of the best. Quite a few before. Now I think it's basically just Monza. I think it wouldn't be too bad at Le Mans, but nobody took it, so... Well, not nobody, but nobody on the top of Split 1, so we didn't race against him. That was relatively lucky traffic. Many cars passed. How much I gained to Sven? Absolutely nothing. A tenth. Dear McLaren. Only Dow had a problem. Well, we have not cleared Whitehead yet. Now he has. Let's see where I catch him. straight. Right? Nope. Gonna be in the corner. Okay, up to 6.7. I think it was 1.5 second gap, and then I think in worst case I lost another 1.5 due to one lockup and a couple of just minor mistakes. So let's see, in worst case for me it was 3 seconds gap to Sven without traffic. But I consistently had a tenth on him, I believe. I should be either way back down to like 2 seconds. But no, it's 6.7. Couple of more laps, should be 4 to go. Fuel is fine. I was forced to save it anyway in the traffic. A P9 is P9 with some points for a car that's 9/10 of pace. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I don't have it. I wish the other times when it's not sometimes happened. It always seems to be sometimes. Yeah, let's see. Again, Leitao had a collision with the GT3 that was sent off, maybe a bit of a penalty for him, if that gets reported. And I'll check my small tap with the Emulo when he did a push to pass on me. Although he's so far ahead that I don't know how much of a gain that would be championship wise or race wise, like it's yeah, P8, P9 max. Yeah, the Peugeot's in the lead doing mid to high 43s. Let's see how close I can get to that now that the track is clear. That's a tenth gone. That's gonna be what, 0.4? .4, yeah, .2 is the best I can do now. So we're at least 7/10 of P1 Peugeot on the pace. We assume that we are on the same pace as drivers. I mean, it makes sense, like it's maybe a second off pace of the Peugeot in quali, but then in the long run it's maybe a bit better on the tires. So it gets down to like 7/10 difference, 8/10. It's a big difference to Bob. So final lap, fuel is fine, no cuts. I absolutely hate it how this silly pit request just keeps popping up. It's the worst in quali when you start your final lap and it just pops out in the middle of turn 1, like it's so distracting. But it's just like a design choice, so it's not something that you can report as a bug or anything. It's just super annoying. The yellow flag, it's gone. Who was that? Fabio Grigoletto. Fabio, you should have enjoyed the sand for 1.5 longer. At least he got stuck behind the Mustang, like, but even that not. Spain got Maynard in the end. Virtual energy 0.25. Well guys, that's what that was not the best of the races we've had, but okay, it's a P9. We are the lonely Valkyrie on the field. We got some points. Let's see what others do with the penalties. Maybe we get P8. I don't know. Let's check the results. And actually, like standings wise, it's so mixed up that it's really not a big deal for the overall championship standings. Ooh. Well, GG's. Watch the pain of the start, where every other car just rockets away. I did a good start, I didn't mess up, it's just like this was the grip. Look at Fabio. Well, he's on the inside and he's on the rubber, but still, like, he just... Initial acceleration is just absolutely insane. What is... I mean, okay. He saw a gap. Brave.
very lucky that it worked for him. And then he was on the outside. We swap. Ooh. From the lead! Yemolo from the lead. Had a good start. Turn scene. Ay, 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 ay. Good. I mean, kind of a good catch, because sometimes when you do this, you like keep spinning through the grass and you cannot stop the car, and then you just collide with the whole snake of cars. So Dario did back to front challenge, I see. That's another nice rejoin. This can be easy penalty if they protest. Either way, what did we do here? I think I carried good speed around the outside. I was waiting for some collision to happen because I have only 6 or 12 visible cars. But yeah, the collision didn't happen. Tried to carry the speed around the outside. Passoni got the snap. I got the tow. This was a good move now. People blocking on the inside. I just went. This was such a lockup. Yeah, I went on the grass a bit. Front right locked up. I just kept a little bit of a lockup, but luckily it unlocked. And I could carry the speed around the outside. This was very nice. Okay, then I was P11 or something. Ooh! I mean, you know, again, what is the turn-in point into the corner? Is this the turn-in point? He's already turning in, but the axles are not aligned yet. But okay, he's at the apex ahead. I got the penalty for the move on Di Buono last time, so and I had way more of an overlap. I had a completely well-defined overlap. I was within the rulebook, but they decided to penalize me, so this must be a penalty as well. I mean, it doesn't matter for me, but let's see what happens then. I think it was... Wow, okay. That's a fun bit of racing action. But Iemulo was through just like that. Okay, then let's see, when then Iemulo catches us, he will do the overtake on Passoni, no problem. I just fast forward a bit, I think it was just a solid dive. Then what? I think I messed up a bit, some corner. Okay, maybe let's click through. I got on the curb and get the extra rotation. Of course I defend. He's significantly long side. Okay. I did what's in FIA rulebook, fully legal move. And the server goes off. I will reload. It's silly, it's difficult, you know, so many rulebooks. And actually, I think the VMS rulebook doesn't distinguish between, so when you're attacking, it doesn't distinguish between being on the outside and inside. So if you're attacking on the outside and you have front axle aligned with the defender's rear axle, then the defender has to always leave you room. But I think the moment that you lose the overlap, you are not entitled to the room anymore. I think it's like that. Yeah, I studied that rulebook quite well. No engines, let's at least get the music rolling. What was the lap? Okay. So at this point, I'm obliged to give space, but yeah, I mean, I squeezed him a bit. What is my mirror saying? I don't know if this was even intentional. I try to recall what I was thinking here. I mean, you always have to leave the spaces, like it's, you know, it's a quote, but it's about the rulebook. So I think at this point, Yemolo has to be given space because he's fully alongside. And I get the overlap because I go straight. I lose the overlap to him because I go a bit straight. So in that case, it's a bit on me. Like, he is still entitled to be on the apex. And then, of course, I don't know what he was thinking. He was thinking that I deserve the apex, so I'm gonna take the apex. Not sure if he was thinking along with the rulebook, but I think he gets away with this one. And I get away with it as well because well, obviously I lost time by doing it and lost the position. So yeah, that's a move. That's a GG. Then this one. Yemolo goes for it. That's a bit of a turn in. Leitao goes for the move as well. I think it's a fair move, but what are you thinking? Like, why are you just turning in on people? Bonk. Another bonk. And then here's me, you know. If I have a single monitor or 27-inch, I don't see what's going on the left at all, so... I don't know, would I make it if I kept turning? Like the Cadillac could easily just spin forward, so I had to go to the right. I kept rolling. Had to leave a bit of margin. And then obviously there comes Pesoni. And there comes Tierney in the slipstream. And there comes Michi. Michi sees the opportunity. Okay, I mean, I know why he went for it, but I turned into the corner. Michi never had the overlap, so... Luckily, I saw Michi coming, so I turned out of the corner. Just a little bit straight in the steering and survived. Oof. Music is a bit loud, I'm sorry. OBS has a bit of a funny system. In my ears, the engines are kind of louder, but technology, I don't quite understand it. One thing I want to check more is when Leitao had a bit of... he sent somebody off track, but there is no way I'm gonna find it now. If I just quickly click through. No way I find it. Maynard, okay, let's see what happened with Maynard. He did a bit of an unsafe rejoin. Oh, there you go. See you, Topo. Maynard goes for the move. Oh, that's a penalty on Maynard. That's a penalty on Maynard. Crashed poor Sven off track despite Sven not even defending. Then he joins diagonally across. I mean, okay, like he was far enough so that this defensive move was not really part of rejoin, so okay, I should not complain about that. I was not aggressive enough, maybe. That was one... something else happening then. Then it was Yemulo... Wait, it was Gillison crashing as well. What happened to Gillison? He got Ferrari. Landed off the curb. The rear goes... Wee! Oh. Then the car doesn't stop. It just keeps... Ay. Good attempt at catching, but this is something that's utterly strange about this star model. I mean, to some extent it's realistic, but you know, like this super quick gripping of the fronts. This is... No way this is correct. No way this is realistic. Like, I think in real life it would be a bit slower. I think he keeps going then, right? He keeps going but crashes again. Yeah. Ah, poor Isaac. And then he calls it a day. Then what? No more drama happened ahead, I think. Well, we had some really good racing there until traffic bad luck put us apart. So Arda died, right? Was it a Toyota moment? Don't tell me. It was a bit earlier, yeah, but people getting caught up by these weird rare moments. Ah, poor Arda. Because like you see all the skill, like it's great skill when you have that you catch this first slide. But it's just uncatchable then, like the front keeps gripping in a weird way and you can just don't get away with it. Ah, poor man. Well, with the Toyota, what's with the Toyota? I'm gonna upload a short and a reel one day. I had a big moment just like 20 meters later in a race. Should have gone to the barrier in all logical explanations, but the car stopped in time. Ah, poor Arda. Poor man. And then Yemulo was leading by not a big margin. Then what happened to Yemulo? Wow. What? What was that? I don't get it. It's like Guides doesn't really want to go for the move, but like he brakes, but the Ferrari, like it's the same thing that I had with the Buono at Paul Ricard. I didn't want to go for it, but the braking, I got caught up, so I just had to go for it. Like Guides somehow found enough front left grip not to crash into Yemulo. It was super close. Would be 2 freebies for us. And then Yemulo was just on the outside without grip. Wow. Okay. Nice half-intentional move for the lead. But the Guides had the pace anyway. Anything else happened really? Yemulo lost even P3. P2, I mean. These Peugeots are really, really good. Yeah, well, the Peugeot, absolutely flying. And to finish off, a guy didn't just his breaking point, but luckily or unluckily that meant that he won the race because of it. Or well, he made the move because of it. Here is Sven catching Maynard and Grigoletto. Ooh, what? Okay, nice lag. This is second to last lap, right? I think they will go wheel to wheel. This is the last lap. Oh, this was really good speed to the S's. Peugeot has massive downforce. But it has no top speed. Of course, he sends it. Ah, another penalty for Maynard. Guys, I think we are P8. Then is gonna protest Maynard. Grigoletto is gonna protest Maynard. Ah, poor Grigo. Sven got Maynard in the end as well. Don't think so. Sven P6 with the Alpine despite getting crashed out. What a chaotic race. Ah, okay. Maynard let Sven through. So one penalty less for Maynard. But he didn't wait for Fabio. Yeah, he did wait for Fabio, so one penalty for Maynard. I don't know, will be plus 10 seconds probably. Oof. Alrighty. PLMDH, thank you. Yeah, I tried to find some music that's kind of calm, but not too calm. I think this works quite well. Yeah, just the volumes. I don't know what to do with the volumes. I don't hear exactly what you see, I think. What you hear on the stream. Anyway, I think that's it. Nothing else to be shown. P9 in the end, maybe P8 after penalties. Yeah, I've been eaten. I've just not been crashed out. Many others have been. Just like one last check. Over the finish line. The guides and Price didn't get crashed out. Yemolo crashed out himself. Di Buono was safe. Sven got crashed out. Maynard crashed out 2 people. Leitao was involved in some sort of... He got turned in on, I think. Grigoletto was crashed out. I was just unlucky with traffic and just caught up in everything, and it was Valkyrie. Sony... I think he was in... I don't know, like, I'm looking half of the grid, and... more than half of the grid was involved in some kind of a crash. Which is what we needed to get a top 10. Maybe the best driver on LMU. I mean, I'm trying to be the best on LMU, of course, but it's a big title. Hard to say. Today, it was Mr. Kites being best driver on LMU, but you know, well, Peugeot 8 tenths quicker than the Valkyrie. Well, with 2000 hours of LMUing and building setups for Go setups with GT3s and hypercars, I don't have an excuse to be bad on anything. So this is grid engineering Porsche 911 RSR. So grid engineering / SimLab. I think SimLab owns grid engineering. Had to remove the logo and the Porsche wheel, but I had to remove it for branding reasons, because I'm part of the team that I cannot announce yet, but it kind of confirms I'm not with Porsche Esports. So. Right, guys, see you on Tuesday for a bit of daily racing and the online championships, the GT3s. It's been quite a weekend. Well, Thank you all for the chat, for the likes, for the subs. See you next time, and good night. Bye. Bye.